This is the only first time I've done it like there.
Mark's heavy emphasis on the word there is.
Oh, no. Oh, you're telling me he's gotten away with this before? You've done this before, bro? Who in chat has a foot fetish? Raise your hand. Who in chat has a foot fetish? Raise your hand. Come on, come on, come on. Don't be shy.
Without further ado,
don't be shy. Thank you, Jay Haven. Don't be shy. Why is everyone saying no? I know you're all lying. I know you're all lying.
From looking at feet, looking at shoes, stealing some shoes, and now we're touching people and breaking into their rooms.
The big thing that I got going on, it's like a foot fetish, you want to call it.
So entering their rooms and touching their feet and legs, that's this step. What would be the next step after?
Is he just breaking into people's houses? Give me your feet! Give me your feet! Ha! I'm touching them! I'm touching your feet! Ha! Like, what do you mean breaking into people's houses and touching their feet? Like, what? I'm tickling your foot! Like, he's just me, like, for real. He's just like me, chat. What the fuck? The feet finder.
For that.
What started out as a burglary turned into a nightmare for multiple women on what should have been a relaxing 4th of July weekend. A resort nestled on the coast.
Wait, did he just say a regular burglary? I thought he said what started out as a regular I don't know why. What started out as a regular day, you know, a regular burglary, turned into a nightmare.
Spree during the nights of June 30th and July, nestled on the coast of Lake Tahoe, Nevada, became the center of this bizarre crime spree during the nights of June 30th and July 3rd, 2022.
The foot diddler.
The events earned the assailant the
foot fondler. I like that one. That's a good one.
Nickname Foot Fondler. The escalating
I kind of like foot diddler, but
nature of his crimes leaves investigators asking what drove him to commit these strange acts and what was he planning to do next.
I don't know why I would do it. It was really stupid.
Do you think you'll be able to stop?
It's August 1st in the residential neighborhood of Atwater, California.
Yeah, the thing is, having a foot fetish is one thing, right? But like, how can you have such an aggressive addiction to feet that you want to break into people's houses to touch their feet? Like, that is wild, bro.
Where two investigators with the Douglas County Sheriff's Office have traveled over 200 miles to serve a fugitive warrant. Nearly a month after the incidents that terrorized the residents of Lake Tahoe, the investigators prepare to question 26-year-old Mark.
You wouldn't understand? You know, you're right.
Anthony Gonzalez, leading to an unusual conversation with disturbing insights and jaw-dropping revelations. The following footage has never been seen before.
Are you Mark?
Yes.
Hi, Mark. I'm Detective Jenkins. I'm with partner Detective Schultz.
Okay. Hello.
Would you mind coming back to our Jeep?
Good morning.
We're going to walk this way and just have a conversation.
Okay.
Don't you just touched hands with the foot fondler. I hope you know that. Those hands have been touching a bunch of feet.
The reason why we're here I'd like to chat with you a little bit about your family vacation to Lake Tahoe around the 4th of July.
Okay.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your vacation?
We just went over there to, have a good time 4th of July weekend. We just went over there, we normally go every year, 4th of July. We went boating.
Thank you, Lolly.
Just things like that.
Lollipop. I shouldn't end it at just I shouldn't nickname people.
Wanted to have a good time. That's it. Nothing too big.
The officer is well aware that Mark's definition of a good time goes beyond boating on the lake, but before she confronts him with what she knows, she first informs him of his Miranda rights. But Mark chooses to be anything but silent.
So I'd like to talk to you about some of your activities while you were up in Lake Tahoe. Okay. Specifically the rooms that you went into of the women and touching their feet. And before you tell me that you didn't do anything like that, I'm going to tell you this is your one opportunity to be straightforward with me.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that it was you because you left your fingerprints behind.
According to victims
on the feet? Oh, never. I just imagine them just like, yeah, he touched my foot, and they're like using their feet as to find the fingerprints.
Statements on the nights of July 2nd and 3rd, Mark entered two separate rooms at the resort through unlocked sliding glass doors. One woman described waking up as her blankets were being lifted from her body, while another was,
dude, oh my God, you were sneaking in while they were sleeping? Ew, that's even creepier, man.
Awoken by the sensation of someone rubbing her legs and feet. The officers will soon confront Mark with more
Ew.
disturbing details from these incidents, but for now, they continue to question him about his deranged motive.
So I don't understand why you did those things. I'm trying to understand. I've never met you. I don't.
Dude, I'm honestly so glad they got a woman cop to do this so she could just like, you know, make him feel like a complete idiot.
Know anything about you?
Yeah.
So can you kind of explain it to me?
Just out of dumbness. Just, I don't know why I would do it. It was really stupid.
Well, and I mean, I'm sure you can appreciate 4th of July. There's a ton of women up there. Why those rooms? Why did you go into those rooms?
You know, every room looks the same. It was out of dumbness that I did it.
Massage?
And I don't know why I would do it. Just a stupid thing.
Okay.
But
do you?
yeah.
How did you get into the rooms? I mean, how did you just, I guess, pick the room or decide?
Well,
what
because
room?
every room looks the same. I honestly did think they were like the rooms that I was supposed to come back into, but they all look in that resort like they're all the same room and stuff. But I just went in just through the back.
Mark can't seem to decide whether he entered their rooms by mistake or if he had a more nefarious purpose. Thankfully, the officer gives...
Were you just like walking around 4th of July weekend, just like scoping out toes? See who's wearing the open-toed shoes, the sandals. Saying, "Oh, that's my victim. Those toes, those are mine. I'm going after them. All right, I'm gonna follow them. I'm gonna follow the scent all the way."
Gives no attention to his excuse.
So you went in.
Yeah.
And then the ladies explained to me that you were
Whoops! I accidentally fondled your feet in your own home. Oopsies.
rubbing their legs and their
Oops.
feet.
Sorry, guys.
What's the deal with that?
Just a dumb thing that I have. It's like a little fetish thing that I got going on.
I don't know you, so
It's
explain
dumb.
it to me. Just explain it to me. No judgment.
Yeah.
No zero
Well,
judgment.
it's
Okay.
like a big thing that I got going on. It's like like a foot fetish, you want to call it.
Okay.
And it's stupid.
Have you done anything like this before?
No.
Mark is quick to deny it, but as it will
You know, there's websites for this shit, man. There's websites for this stuff.
soon be revealed, this isn't the first time his self-described foot fetish would land him in hot water with the police. For now, the officer attempts to figure out his state of mind and learns something that may suggest Mark's crimes are escalating.
What was the draw, or what was exciting about it for you? Was it the feet themselves? Was it the excitement of the I shouldn't be doing this? What was the deal with that?
Honestly, I really don't know. It's just like wanting to go the next step, you know? Like,
Yeah.
just, I don't know.
What's the first step?
Well, just,
This feels gross. What gave you the first clue that this feels gross? Huh? Were you enjoying this at first? Were you like hoping this was going to be like awesome, and then you started realizing after a while, you know what? It's starting to feel a little gross. I don't know. This guy is literally an unsub. It's the type of person who says, "Guys, I'm unsubbing," in the comment section.
like
I hear you say that you have
things,
a foot fetish. Okay, what
Yeah.
kind of stuff do you watch?
just like dumb, like just random, you know,
Like
stuff
regular,
that.
or is there like I don't know?
It's
Is
just,
there like
it's just
foot-
regular. It's just, well, there is, but
This is like the most awkward conversation to have with a cop. Like you ask, what website? What, can you give me the link? I just want, just, you know, because we need evidence. What's the link? You know?
I just normally just do the regular.
Have you ever done anything like that, like stolen shoes, taken shoes,
No,
anything
no.
like that?
Just I bought shoes from women and
Women's
stuff, like
shoes.
online and all that.
The officer isn't simply making an educated guess about his activities. While she's keeping her awareness of Mark's history close to the vest for now, she'll soon explain what
Sauce,
she knows
please.
about the case in shocking detail. In the meantime, as Officer Jenkins continues to question Mark, Officer Schultz decides to call in for backup to prevent an uncomfortable situation from unfolding when a family member begins watching the encounter from a distance.
Hey, could you ask a unit to meet us over here? Yeah, we're going to be doing that here shortly. So we just,
So they got his daddy.
like
into
for
the
black
mix?
and white, we got a family member that's out here just for a cover for us.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea why I would do that. It's just like a thing that I have going on, and I know it's not the right thing,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Unfortunately, no, it's
Yeah.
not. Have you spoken with someone about
I've spoken to a therapist, but like
what have you
it's been a
learned?
while.
Okay.
Yeah, a few things.
Dude, I don't get it. Wait, percentage of men with a foot fetish. I guess we'll trust Reddit here. 10 to 33% of men like feet to some degree, but no studies agree. Hold up. There's got to be something. Fine, 5% of full-fledged, 21. Okay, so basically, okay, there's a decent chunk of men that have a foot fetish that don't go around sneaking into people's houses and doing this shit. Like, you know what I mean?
How to try to cope with it.
Too many.
Wristband and stuff to kind of cope with that situation.
While the use of a wristband
Well,
is
like,
a documented
like, why would you even need therapy? Like, people have this shit. Like, just look up videos, bro. I'm sure there's plenty of shit online. Like, we know how crazy the internet could be. Like, I don't understand.
tactic used by some psychologists to mitigate.
I feel like there's a little bit more than just a foot fetish. I think you have like like breaking into people's houses and stalking a shit fetish. Pig is speaking from experience. What? What? What?
Unwanted behaviors. It's interesting to note that Mark does not appear to be wearing one.
When you say you wear a wristband to like...
Well, just like if I do get into that stage, I'll normally, try to wear it and it'll snap me out of things doing, weird things like that. And
a wristband?
Been doing weird things like that for some time?
No, just watching, like I said, watching just kind of copes with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
See what to deal with it.
Yeah.
How long have you had the foot fetish?
Right here.
I'll say like more than 7 years.
Okay.
It's been a
And
while.
how old are you? 26, right?
26.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before you were an adult.
Yeah.
How did you, I guess
people just like have their own thing, Like,
Yeah.
I guess.
What's
Rubber band to snap, I think. That's a thing. Every time he sees some feet, it's just, oh, God. Let me just, woo, God, them toes, man. Oh, shit. Those are some nice toes, man. Oh, God. Snap me out of that shit. Just, come on. You're better than this. You're better than this. Come on.
the first time that you remember having like a thing for feet? Like, how did you discover it?
Dude, this cop is like going deep into this shit.
Honestly, I have no idea. I think I might have seen something that I liked during watching something like that. And it stuck with me
Just
for, like,
stuck with you?
for a while. Yeah.
What exactly is hot about toes, though? Have you seen toes? Have you seen them before? Yeah, why is she asking? I don't know. She keeps digging.
Just never went away.
After gaining some insights into Mark's compulsions, the officer circles back to the incident that brought them to his front door and refers to an earlier statement he made that has some deeply unsettling implications.
You know that you have this foot fetish, and then this was because you wanted to, I think you said, take the next step.
Yeah.
So entering their rooms and touching their feet and legs.
Why does this also feel like having a foot fetish is illegal? What do you mean it is? He broke into someone's fucking house and tickled their toes while they were sleeping. What?
This step, what would be the next step after that?
Well, I mean, I'm not too sure. Just something going on with like
Was there more that you were wanting to do that you didn't?
No.
On the 2nd of September 2024, officers visit the home of famed YouTuber and streamer Bionicpigtv after hearing strange incidents with him and people's toes. After being questioned, he instantly grabs the officer's legs, takes off his shoes, and starts going at the officer's feet, with Bionicpigtv stating, "I am the foot diddler. Bow before me."
Please forgive the personal nature of my questions, and I know it might be awkward talking to a female. If you prefer to talk to me,
it's fine.
I appreciate your honesty. I do. No judgment from me. Okay, no matter what we talk about, zero judgment. Okay, we all have our stuff, right?
Yes.
When you were in the rooms with the women, there was some thought that perhaps you were in the women's rooms.
No, just watching.
Ew.
Watching, touching yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, touching
Ew! Then what? Then if you weren't masturbating, what do you mean touching yourself? What?
yourself. Okay,
No, just watching them.
watching
Not,
them.
and yeah.
Okay.
Mark struggles to get his story straight, and the officer isn't buying it.
I wasn't even sure if she was a woman, to be honest with you. Like, I just went in there and
Oh, he didn't even care. He'll take any toes.
I'd have done this. Just,
Didn't even care.
like I
Well,
said, wanting to,
And Mark, this is the part where let's just be honest with each other, okay? I don't
Yeah.
think that you went into a random room. I don't think that you're into guys' feet.
No.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't
Yeah.
think you're into guys' feet.
Yeah.
So I think that you probably knew that it was a woman, and I'm not judging you, okay?
Actually,
but
I really didn't know, because it was so dark. I didn't.
so did you just randomly start checking doors and find one that's unlocked, or what? How many times do you recall doing that? Obviously, I know the answer, but I'm going to see if you can be honest with me. How many times do you recall doing that?
Doing it.
Going into a woman's room, rubbing her feet and her legs, or trying to.
This is the only first time I've done it
Right.
there.
Mark's heavy emphasis on the word there is
Oh, no. Oh, you're telling me he's gotten away with this before? You've done this before, bro? Sheesh.
troubling to say the least, and begs the question, was it really his first time?
When you were up in Tahoe, I understand that. How many times while you were there?
Just twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you try to get into another room, but the door was locked?
No.
There was actually 3 times.
Just once that I went in.
Okay.
For the one that was open.
This would turn out to be a lie. Mark may have been stopped due to
He's a pro toe tickler, yeah. He's a professional, guys.
one locked door, but it did little to slow him down, as he brazenly broke into not one, but 2 other rooms.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went in the ones that were open. Okay. So 2 times, and then only went in the ones that were open.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, you kind of hit the nail on the head going into a woman's room without their permission, touching them without their permission. That's a crime. I'm sure you understand that.
Yeah. I don't know why I would do it. Like I said, it's like stupid.
No, I hear you. I hear you what you're saying, and it sounds to me like this is something that you've been kind of battling
He was on
for
a
some
foot
time.
spree.
Yeah.
been a while.
Are your parents aware of this struggle that you
They
have?
are.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they know what you did in Tahoe?
Does he steal socks? Probably.
Okay, when did you tell them?
Well, they found out. I didn't tell them.
Oh,
They found out.
how did they find out?
My sister told them, hey, there's this thing going on over there.
And then they figured it out.
Yeah, because
Through the
my
news.
past. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, so your sister already knows what's happening.
Your sister saw the news.
Yeah.
Kind of called you out on it.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, why don't you
Yikes.
call me? Well, why you make me drive all the way here? Why don't you call me? Come on now.
Scared.
I know, I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. And I understand where you're coming from. And unfortunately, you are going to have to be held accountable for your crimes. Okay. So I
See, I have like zero sympathy for anyone who does anything like this because there's the internet. Every fetish ever in the entire world, you got the internet. You know what I mean? Like, how does anyone get to the point where they do this shit? Like, I don't care if he has a foot fetish and he has like issues where he needs to look at feet, right? There's no excuse. Go to the internet and just whack it. All right, you'll be fine. Like Jesus Christ, zero self-control. Lady Daedra, thank you for 15 months. See, that's why I'm saying I don't think it's just a foot fetish. I think there's more to it. I think bro's got like a something else going on there.
I have a warrant for your arrest.
Okay.
I do appreciate your honesty. Thanks for the conversation. I think that goes a long way to speak to the kind of man that you are.
Yeah.
A lot of guys would just stand here and be like, I don't know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
The discussion between Mark and Officer Jenkins is far from over, as he has more jaw-dropping confessions to share.
Uh-oh.
In the meantime, Mark's father has seen the handcuffs go on and has finally decided to get closer to the situation.
Dad's coming up behind you. Do you want me to inform your dad about what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dude, imagine that, dude. Imagine imagine your parents finding out about this shit, bro. Yeah, Dad, I went in there and tickled her toes. Well, why did you get caught, boy? I told you, boy. You're not good at this. You ain't cut out for this life, all right? You call yourself a professional foot diddler? I don't think so.
Hi, Hugo. Hi. So he informs me that he
I ran free for years, son. I've been doing this since I was a boy. It only took you 7 years, and you got caught? Disgusting. You're not my son no more.
he's already spoken with you about the things that he did in Tahoe.
We trained for this, boy.
While Mark's father claims to be unaware of the events, what he says next reveals he knows more than he's letting on.
So he entered the rooms of multiple women. So I have a warrant for his arrest. There's 4 different charges. 2 are burglary which is a felony in the
Dude, look
state
at
of
him. He's just disappointed he got caught. That's all it is, guys. Look at him.
Nevada.
Which he didn't steal anything.
It doesn't matter. Burglary is not stealing.
Burglary in the state of Nevada is defined as entering any structure with the intent to commit larceny, assault, battery, or any other felony
Isn't that just breaking and entering?
once inside.
Touching another person's body against their will is a battery. Okay?
Okay.
So that's included in the statute of burglary. Okay?
And also, I'm confused. Did the dad try to be like, well, he didn't steal anything. So maybe he is a part of it. Maybe daddy's a part of it too. Is it a family business? Like,
And then battery and attempted battery. So there's 4 different charges. I'm sorry to, it sounds like he's been struggling with this for quite some time. So unfortunately, I believe he's escalating a little bit. I know he's already seeing a counselor, what he told me, but he hasn't in a minute. Maybe we need to revisit that. But
that's really your reaction to finding out your son's a foot diddler? I think he already knew, chat. I think daddy already knew.
what's going on.
I mean, he went to counseling, so I guess he already knew, but...
So he just asked that I kind of fill you in, and so I wanted to fill you in.
I kind of noticed that when you were talking, you were trying to get him to admit something like a.
Dude! Are you kidding me, daddy? Dude, he is a part of it. He is. Oh my God. He's the teacher. He's the teacher. He's a part of it. I mean, all my son did was just go in there and tickle some feet. Like, what's the big deal? He didn't kill anyone. He didn't steal anything. He just diddled some toes.
Type of charge, like something that has to do with it.
No, so he has priors here. I don't know if you're aware of his history with Atwater Police Department or Merced County Sheriff's Office. He has prior contacts, and during those contacts, their cases, there was some information given to me that maybe he had been after taking some women's shoes or
He may touch toes, but he's not gay.
touching himself.
According to the Atwater Police Department, Mark was suspected of stealing women's shoes from porches and garages in his neighborhood, leading to one sergeant giving him the nickname, the Shoe Bandit.
Oh my, ew.
But this won't be the only shoe-related incident, as a report will reveal later.
I do think that he has a fetish that's kind of got the better of him, and he's having some decision-making issues, and it's escalating. We're going from looking at feet, looking at shoes, stealing some shoes, and now we're touching people and
God only knows what he was doing with those shoes, man. Ugh.
breaking into their rooms.
Ugh.
While Mark waits in handcuffs, the second unit Officer Schultz requested has still not arrived.
Hey, it's Schultz from the Douglas County again. Hey, just want to let you know we're code 4 with one in custody. Could one of your units transport him for us, or do we need to transport him to your facility? There's a 20-plus ETA. We're 14 minutes out from the facility. We want to just go.
Yeah, I can just take it. You want to just put him in the front?
With you, and then I'll ride by.
Yeah, that sounds good.
While letting a suspect sit in the front
Dude, is she into it or something? Now she's letting him sit in the front seat? What the fuck? Dude, she kept asking him so many questions about the feet stuff, and now she's like, yeah, sit in the front seat with me.
seat beside the arresting officer is unusual. It's the following conversation that takes place between the two that will surely raise a few eyebrows.
Not gonna
She respects the craft.
attack me while I drive, right? No. Well, you say that, but I've had people attack me while I was driving, so I just want to make sure that that's not a deal. No, you've been a perfect
You ain't gonna go for my toes, right, buddy?
gentleman, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Left at the stop sign.
Left?
Left.
All right, you be my driver. He's promised he's not going to attack me while I'm driving.
Of course, why would I do that?
I don't know. People do silly things.
Of course, why would I do that? Why would I do that?
As the conversation continues, the questions from Officer Jenkins veer more and more into deeply unsettling territory.
If the women had woken up, did you have a plan as to what you were going to do after that?
Just the same day.
Just winging it?
Yeah.
Did you have a thought or a fantasy of how it might go in your mind?
No, not really.
Did it bother you at all that, like, they were sleeping next to their husband?
Disturbing
Oh Oh my, the husband was right there?
Make it boom.
Oh my God. Risk a Rain Run went to shit. I'm here now. Dude, the new DLC is ass. There's too many bugs. They need to fix it. But dude, the husband's right. You're diddling some dude's wife in front of him? You're diddling the wife's toes in front of him. Wow. That's wild.
In both instances, the women were not alone. When one victim nudged her husband awake, he reported seeing a shadowy figure at the foot of their bed. After shouting at the unknown person, he then chased him through the sliding door, but lost sight of him shortly after.
I guess not specifically the husband, but that they were next to someone. Did that have anything to do with it? But I guess, was it more exciting for you that way because it was a little more scary? Or
no, it's just the same.
Dude, she's like full therapying this guy right now.
So what part of it was exciting for you? Was it the entering the room scene?
Dude, what? She is getting deep on this.
Really? Was it the actual feet and legs and being able to touch them? Or what was the most exciting thing for you?
Yeah, the feet, yeah.
Not entering or nothing like that.
Is there a particular type of feet?
Dude, what are these questions? What the fuck?
Or legs that you like?
Like next, are you gonna show him your feet and be like, do you like these kind? Huh? Profiling? Dude, I've never heard a cop ask this many like deep questions about shit like this, you know? I don't know. I've watched so many cop videos and I've never seen this. Am I wrong? Am I wrong here? I feel like it's a lot. I feel like it's a little bit extra.
Not really, probably just like ones that are nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the detective's job to do this shit, right?
You know, nicely groomed. And like, you know, I don't know.
Is it women's feet, men's feet, all
Just
feet?
women's feet.
Just
Yeah,
women's feet?
yeah.
Okay. I can't honestly say I've ever watched it. What would foot consist?
What? Dude! Are you gonna go home and watch it? Like, what is happening right now? What the now you're asking what type of porn he watches and what happens in this porn? Like, bro.
Stuff.
I think she's the detective? Bro, I don't know. This is getting weird, man.
Just doing it with the feet is all
Okay.
it is. It's nothing big.
So like with feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that.
Alright. Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, I've tried it.
How'd it go?
Good.
Yeah, you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
With
So wait, you're telling me that you've done this? Like you have a partner that is willing to do this shit with you, and you're still gonna go out and sneak into people's houses to diddle their feet? What?
consenting partner?
Yeah. That, I mean, I guess
What?
that would help me out. Like, you know.
If you had a consenting
Yeah.
partner.
Yeah.
The officer's line of questioning is far from over, and there's still one important question about his
Ow!
behavior she has yet to ask.
Do you think you'll be able to stop? I mean, honestly.
If I have a partner, maybe. Yeah, of course.
Have you been in like a committed relationship where that was a thing?
No.
So you're not sure?
No.
Okay.
I've never actually like done that. Like,
Dude, what? Okay, this is just leaning more and more to like him being like, I don't know, like, I'd totally stop if I just had like a partner, you know? Starts looking at her. She starts looking back at him. Like, you know, like I promise I won't do it again if like, you know, someone came up, you know, and just like, fuck, you know what I mean?
dated or anything like
Okay.
that, or like you looked for, you know, like.
So just had encounters?
Yeah. Right now, what I'm doing is actually buying the shoes from the woman online, and that's kind of coping with my problem.
After his identity in this case was revealed to the public, one woman came forward with a troubling story about an interaction with Mark on the website offerup.com. The truth of the matter has not been verified, and the statements made by this individual only reflect their opinion. According to her statement, Mark was interested in purchasing a pair of high-heeled shoes from her, but first requested she put the shoes on and take pictures of her feet. She refused and immediately ceased all communication with him. 9 other postings on his seller profile showed that Mark was attempting to sell or give away various pairs of women's sandals, flip-flops, and high heels, which may be what prompts Officer Jenkins to ask the following question.
Is there a particular type of shoe that you like?
Open-toed shoes.
Okay.
Anything open-toed.
So that
I'm not
show
into
feet?
like the the closed toed or anything like that.
Okay. All right, so you got to be able to see the feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta see the
Have you ever had
toes.
the compulsion to
Gotta see the toes.
hurt
No.
feet or anything like that? Or did you have any thought of hurting the women when you were touching their feet and legs?
No.
Okay.
Finally arriving at the Merced Police Department, the officers prepare to take Mark in.
Yo, now we're gonna see his dogs? No, bro, come on. Now you're pulling out his dogs? The thumbnail?
For processing. Ironically, a routine procedure will end up giving Mark a taste of his own medicine.
Lift up the bottom of your feet so I can see the bottom. Yeah. Separate your toes for me. Perfect.
Ew. You gonna take pictures too?
While it's impossible to know what Mark may have been planning to do next, it's clear that his unsettling obsession was taking a dangerous turn. Shortly after his arrest in Atwater, California, Mark Anthony Gonzalez was extradited to Nevada to face charges where the crimes occurred. He pleaded guilty to 2 counts of felony burglary and was sentenced to 20 years in prison.
Whoa! 20 years? Like, don't get me wrong. What he did was fucked up, but like 20 years? Dude, pedos don't even get that long. Thank you, Star. Dude, PDF files do not even get anywhere close to 20 years. And it's just straight 20 years for diddling toes? Don't get me wrong, he should get like in trouble, like 5 years. But damn, that is crazy.
In addition, Mark was ordered to pay the families a restitution in the amount of $435. He was later transferred back to his home state, where he remains incarcerated at the Substance Abuse Treatment Facility and State Prison in Corcoran, California.
Dude, no joke. I honestly thought, like, I'm not even exaggerating. I thought they were just gonna give him. I thought they were gonna give him a slap on the wrist. I genuinely thought they were gonna give him a slap on the wrist and send him. You know what I mean? Like do like a $5,000 bond or some shit. But 20 years, that is crazy. That's like killing someone levels of prison time. My God. Dude, people have gotten out of prison quicker than 20 years, like, for killing someone. They are taking a stand. Do they draw the line at feet? Is that where the line is drawn? Not killing or murdering or R-wording? No. If you're diddling toes, man, you're locked up for life. You know, like, that's crazy. What the fuck? That's crazy, dude.
He will be eligible for parole no sooner than February of 2032.
Wow, that's wild, dude. Yeah, or sex crimes against children, too. CP. Like, you know, the list goes on. People don't even get prison time for that shit. We're talking 20 years. That's, damn. Litton, thank you so much for 3 months. That's kink shaming to a whole new level. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's fucking weird and gross, but still, like, wow, that's wild.
Now it's time to walk away. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Did you laugh or cry or maybe subscribed? I'll thank you either way. You know I will miss you. I hope you return. Tell your friend or your mother to get me more views, please.